entering a moment where they'll have the ability to reshape the entire judiciary in the same way that Donald Trump did in his first term in office. Here's NBC's Sahil Kapoor discussing exactly that.
Joining me now is NBC News senior national political reporter Sahil Kapoor. Sahil, you have a great new article out about this. How prepared are Republicans to see conservative judges during Trump's second term? And what are you expecting to see from his administration this time around?
Extremely well prepared, Yamiche, is the short answer. They will have, of course, President-elect Trump going back to the White House. They will have a Senate majority of at least 52 seats. They're ahead in Pennsylvania right now. If they hold on to that, it's 53 seats. And Democrats can do nothing to stop them because judges and Supreme Court justices can now be confirmed by a simple majority of senators, and they will likely have party unity on this project, even if a couple of moderates decide to break away from some of their judges or justices that they consider too extreme. Republicans still should have the votes to push them through. So one thing I expect is for them to certainly confirm the vacancies that are left for them on the lower courts. There are 47 of them right now. Democrats are expected to use the lame duck to try to confirm some judges. I see former President Trump just put out a post on Truth Social saying there should be no judges approved during this period of time, suggesting in the lame duck. There's nothing Republicans can do to stop Democrats here. But once they have control in January, there's also a lot of attention being paid to the Supreme Court. There's not a vacancy right now, but there's quite a bit of chatter in conservative legal spaces about the futures of two aging conservative justices, the oldest ones and the most right-leaning ones. Justice Alito at 74 years old right now, Justice Clarence Thomas at 76 years old. Many are wondering if they're going to see the next couple of years as an opportune moment to retire, to have their seats secured in conservative hands for 10, 20, 30 more years. It wouldn't change the 6-3 margin, Yamiche, but it would give them a much longer time, make it a lot harder for Democrats to cut in to that 6-3 margin.
Well, Sahil, as you bring up those two older justices, there's also, of course, talk of Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who was, of course, appointed by former President Obama. So there are some Republicans, or I should say some Democrats, who are wondering whether or not she should retire during President Biden's remaining time in the White House. The theory is that Democrats would then replace her with a younger liberal judge. It wouldn't, as you said, change the balance either. But in some ways, people are saying this would sort of ensure that Democrats at least don't lose anything. So this morning on Meet the Press, Senator Bernie Sanders was questioned about this very theory. Take a listen to what he said.
Some Democrats behind the scenes quietly talking about the possibility, should Justice Sotomayor step down, to allow President Biden to appoint someone who's younger. She's only 70 years old. Is that something that you would support? Do you think she should step down?